Hey fam, it's Ayo, and it's been a minute since I've been on YouTube, but I wanted to make sure that the video that I returned with would not only be relaxing, but very actionable and useful for the year ahead. Now we're winding down December 2020, and I think that we could all say that this year probably hasn't gone as we planned, but I'm really hoping that we can put ourselves in the best position possible for the year ahead. So I hope to have you right to the end as I go through these tips, but either way, I hope you find this video useful, and let's get started. So I hope, like me, you guys have set the mood, got your candles going, got yourself a warm hot cup of coffee or cocoa, chocolate, whatever you like, whatever floats your boat. I hope you've got it and you're ready to start journaling. So when I'm setting my 2021 goals, I love to make sure that I go through a process of reflection, of visualization, and also just figuring out things that I can improve on that have happened throughout the year. Now, in my daily life, I guess I use two journals, which you'll see here. There's the Tears to Laughter one. This year's one was 2020 Vision. Next year's one as we move. And I also use this Just Breathe daily schedule. I got it from Amazon, but I'll link it below in case you guys are interested. I'm just going to do a quick flip through so you guys can know like what I use. So the first page has a bit of like monthly priorities or yearly priorities, and it really gets you to visualize where you are, where you want to be, and how you're going to get there. So I love using this, but I'm going to use it for the beginning of the year. That's the reason why I haven't filled it out yet. There's also a bit here where you talk about your end of month reflections and also your notes and ideas for the new year. You can forward plan as well, add in your goals for each month, add in your goals for the new year, and also of course do your hourly or daily scheduling. It's such a great planner, but today we're going to really focus on the Tears to Laughter journal because this one is the one that I use to actually set my goals on a yearly basis. Now, just a quick flip through. The first page is a year affirmation, and honestly, I love this section so much. You won't get it anywhere else, so definitely make sure you check it out. And there's a goal page, 2021 at a glance, monthly planning, and also just monthly scheduling, and then of course bits to reflect on each day. So I definitely use this as like a reflective journal, talking about my feelings, things that I've observed, and things that I can improve on basically. So definitely more personal, definitely something that I wouldn't necessarily share with someone else. Let's start onto this We Move journal. Now, I love this journal so much because it encourages you to split your goals into 4 different goals. It was the same thing that I did this year in the 2020 Vision journal. And in order for me to figure out what goals I want to set, I'm going to reflect on my year just past. So I'm basically flipping through this year's journal, things that I said, things that I didn't like, things that I want better for myself, and things that I can improve on. And of course, the goals that I set for this year. So I'm just looking at those and thinking, what can I capitalize on? What can I improve on? And how can I dream bigger than I did this year? Now, as I said earlier, this year wasn't what we planned, but I still think that there's, things that we can figure out for the new year ahead. So we split the goals into 4 different types of goals in Tears to Laughter. So there's personal, physical, financial, and career. And I'm going to start with financial because I have a bit more clarity as to what I want to do financially. And the first thing that I loved about this year's journal or next year's journal for Tears to Laughter is that there's an end of year savings goal and a monthly savings goal. My end of year savings goal is £10,000 because basically I need to start from the ground up with my savings. So that's my goal. I'm dreaming big, and I would encourage you guys to do the same. It's very important to dream big and just hopefully get closer to that goal that you have. And then my monthly saving goal is £1,000. Now, you would know that if I save £1,000 every month, I should actually get more than my end of year savings goal, which would be £12,000. But I'm also giving myself that £2,000 leeway just in case, I might need it for something else. Who knows? So that's my goal. And then I'm also putting down all the rest of my goals. So I'm going to stop talking for a bit and let you guys have the opportunity to also reflect on your financial goals with me. Now, as you'll see, I'm moving on to my career goals. Now, my career is a little bit more clear cut when it comes to what I need to do next. So I'm basically writing down that I want to pass 2 more exams, possibly complete them this year if everything goes well. And then I also write down some of the skills that I definitely want to develop for the year ahead, because I think that was something that I neglected to do this year. Speaking about actual skills that I was hoping to learn that would help me move up. And then now I'm moving on to my physical goals. Now, this is something I probably need a little bit more thought about, but I just wrote down what sort of came to me, and I wanted to improve on the goals I'd set myself this year. Like this year I said, I just want to lose 3 stone, and I thought I need to figure out the methods as to how I'm going to do that, because I know that I don't like the gym. So if I don't like the gym, I need to find new ways to be able to become more fit. So I think this year, or next year should I say, I've now dedicated my time to finding a sport or something, or some physical activity that will allow me to become more fit. And that's what I'm going to focus on for this year, as opposed to just one arbitrary number of weight that I should lose. So I think that's how I've definitely improved my physical goals for this year or next year. And I'm looking back now at my 2020 vision journal to just see what did I not achieve, what did I set for myself, and what things was I talking about in January. So it's just very important that when you're journaling or setting your goals for the new year, really make sure you reflect and see what you wanted for yourself this year. Whether you achieved it or not, that's fine. You can even set the same goals if needed. It's completely okay. So I've finished setting my goals for 2021. This is amazing, and I love doing this at this time of the year because it just gives me the opportunity to actually start working on them from now. So as you can see, I love using color in my journals because it's also fun. It makes me want to look at it. It looks prettier. So I've basically done the goals that come to mind for now for me personally, physically, financially, and career wise. So I've still left a few gaps in some places where I didn't know if I had any more goals in that section, or I'm leaving them blank for later on in the year. So definitely recognize that even if you're telling yourself I'm trying to set my goals for today, you can always come back to it later as well. Now, just before I finish off this video, I also wanted to talk you through some of the great sections that's in my Amazon planner, because basically in this planner it gives you a checklist as to how you're going to be able to reach your goals. So it will ask you for a target completion date, and it will make you write out the steps to complete your goals. So I plan to put that in much later, and I'm going to use that for my goals. And there's quite a few sections, and you can put a mind map and things like that. So that's another tool that I use when it comes to setting my goals, or rather a tool that I plan to use when it comes to setting my goals. So I definitely encourage everyone to do that too. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. The main takeaways I want you guys to take away from it is that it's really important for you guys to just reflect, to visualize, and dream big when it comes to your goals. I know it's so hard to say it in the type of year that we've just had, but I just think that essentially, a new year breeds new opportunities and new possibilities. And I hope that doesn't sound mad cheesy, but it's actually true. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video ultimately, and I wish you a blessed and beautiful week. Bye.